Hello Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. We are going to dive into a reading using the Soul's Journey lesson cards, and these are beautiful cards with sacred geometry, and they're going to help us illuminate a story that you're going through, maybe things you need to grow through. So let's dive in. I hope you're doing well, Pisces. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting me with my readings. Again, Pisces, continue to send a lot of detail and description with these readings as it helps me to uncover better insight, because the readings right now are not one-on-one. You guys have been doing a really good job of giving me background, telling me people's zodiac signs that you're dealing with, and those have all been really helpful. Also just, updating me about what's going on in your life. I offer 1, 2, or 3 questions, and they get back to you within 72 hours of purchase. All right, Pisces, what is going on in your soul's journey? You have worry. Okay, starting off in that 9 of Swords, you have blame. This is going to be interesting. Are you blaming yourself? Is someone blaming you for something? You have balance. I think we're going to choose 8. And we're going to turn it into like a conversation. Perseverance. You have adversity. You have humor. You have loneliness. And you have abundance. On the bottom of the deck, you have friendship. All right, Pisces. So again, we have worry, blame, balance, perseverance, adversity, humor, loneliness, and abundance. Let me tap into this energy. All right, so the worry card says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. The blame card says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Balance says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Perseverance says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. You have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. And the friendship card says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay, this is very interesting energy here, but what I think is going on, Pisces, and definitely the tarot is going to help us dive into this. You're going through an adverse situation that is requiring you to hold on to hope, because right now with the adversity and the worry card, you may have someone or something that you're going through that is pushing on your ability to have hope, to have faith, to believe that you still can create this life that you want to live. So for some of you, this is you just received some type of bad news, or you are in the process of waiting on some type of result. This could even be about your health. I'm hearing that come through. And this is not the time to blame yourself for whatever is going on in this situation. Whether this is you're waiting on, a court ruling, you're waiting on test results, you're waiting to hear back about an exam that you took, some type of result. That's what I'm really seeing. Like whatever this is that's coming through, and you maybe feel as though there's some reason why you could blame yourself for not doing a good enough job, or for not being there for yourself, or for making a decision that turned things sour. Your spirit team wants you to let go of that energy and bring yourself back into true balance and harmony with yourself, and understanding that you are an abundant being who can manifest the reality, the outcome, the process of this situation, and allow it to work out in whatever way that you desire it to. You just have to show perseverance at this time. And this may mean that you have some things that you need to change. There could be this energy that, you fell down, things didn't work out for you, there was a bad quote unquote result. But you have to get through the dark times to push through, and whatever you want to accomplish in your life, whatever you want to set straight, whatever you want to rectify, you have that ability to do so at this time. It's also important for you during this time to just remember that we are all going through our own levels of insecurities, our own levels of instability in our life. We're going through transitions with the way that we treat our body, the way that we're treating our work, the way that we are moving in this world. And what I see is Spirit is saying, still take that time to laugh, take that time to find the softer and lighter parts of life, and don't get stuck in this mental state of just worrying all the time, because it's going to bring down your vibration. What I've actually been doing is the algorithm brought this comedian to me on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. His name is Damon Darling, and I've just been watching Damon's YouTube channel here and there called Damon Darling TV on YouTube, and he just kind of pulls pranks and just makes people come out of their comfort zone, and it allows me to just kind of get out of my head with all the things that I'm worrying about, all the adversity I'm dealing with, and you can still smile. It definitely helps, again, to bring up your vibration. And if you're ever feeling lonely throughout this process of what you're going through, just understand right now, Spirit is surrounding you with people who will act as friends, who will act as pillars. These could even be family members, soul family, to allow you to get through this period of your life with support. And if this is not a physical friend, this is someone who is here to help aid you in your quest forward. So let's say this is something about your health. That doctor, that therapist, if it's something more of mental health capacity, if you're going through grief even. Also, for those of you where this could be something where you are trying to work on your body or your fitness, maybe in comes that perfect mentor, that athletic coach, the right teacher, if you feel as though you haven't had the ability to make something that a project get off the ground, or if you've been dealing with issues within your studies. For those of you where this could be a business startup or something like that, you may also run into the right collaborators, the right clientele. There's so many ways that this can go. But I just really feel like Spirit is saying, whatever you're blaming yourself for, whatever adversity has come up against you, you have the ability to transform that into an abundant timeline. And you are going to be so well taken care of. Don't play the blame game. Okay, we're going to pull some tarot and dive deeper into whatever this situation is that you're worrying about. I'm hearing breathe. I'm hearing it's going to be okay. I'm hearing God's got you. I'm hearing sleep on it. I'm hearing it's not too late. Ooh. I'm hearing they don't have the power that they think they do. There's an energy here of, for some of you, manipulation. Yeah, okay. Current situation for Pisces. You have the Death card and the Page of Swords. All right, so there was definitely some information that was brought towards you that, for many of you, kind of brought you to your knees. You're seeing the people here with the death card at the bottom. There was a need for transformation. There was a need for something to end or to be broken down, just so that you could go through a transformation within yourself. This situation could have felt like something was leaving you. This could have felt like a family member or someone close to you passed away. Could even be a pet for some of you that's coming through. This could be a difficult situation in regard to your finances, your health. I'm definitely seeing like legal proceedings in school, like a big exam or something like that for some of you. And although the card did not come out, I am seeing the card failure. There is a card in this deck called failure. And so I feel as though you could be dealing with an energy of feeling like you failed or feeling ashamed of the lack of progress that a situation has made or the result of something. But I'm telling you, this is an opportunity for you now that you have this information. Page of Swords brought that information into you. Now that you have this information and you know what's up, this is a time to fix it, to change it, to reevaluate where maybe you went wrong or how you could improve. And this all had to happen because Spirit wants you to elevate. I'm seeing that, like, if this didn't happen or if this situation never came to light, there would not have been movement. There wouldn't have been this rebirth for you. So this kind of like had to happen. This had to really wake you up in a lot of ways. Some of you to your own shortcomings, others of you to the energy of other people around you. And maybe just like habits that you need to improve upon, whether that's like procrastination, whether that is physical habits that are deteriorating your health, whether that is just this lack of self-worth and self-love, so you're beating yourself down. Imposter syndrome. What's the challenge at this time for Pisces? I have 3 cards here. Are we upside down? No. So these 3 came in reverse. So you have the 9 of Swords, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So again, here I do see that there could have been like a contract or a relationship or some type of situation that went sour with the World card in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with job loss. The Ace of Pentacles could have been like this new beginning, something you applied for, something you were working on, a health goal. This could have been a desire to move. This could have been an opportunity of some sort that really weighed heavily on your heart. And with it coming in the reverse, there could have been a blockage there, an inability to move forward. And with the 9 of Swords in reverse, I'm seeing an energy of like excessive worry, excessive anxiety, an overwhelming feeling of failure or disappointment within oneself. A lot of blaming yourself and not just being anxious about the world around you, but actually physically telling yourself, you did this, this is your fault. How did you let it get this far? There's no way you're going to be able to come back from this. All this negative self-talk, and you really need to try to get rid of that at this time, Pisces, and focus on how you can raise your vibration by the words that you speak. Get outside as well. Like, there's always that energy. Like, if you get outdoors, have a little sunshine hit ya, there is this opportunity for you to just like inherently feel better. Strengths at this time for Pisces, even though they are going through a lot of worry. Your spirit team is saying, although you are worried now, there is an opportunity coming in for you that you will be celebrating. There is going to be good news. There is going to be a positive movement forward in this situation. We even have the Knight of Cups. So this is like, hey, we'd like to let you know things are looking better. Like, this could take a couple months for you to see a transition or a change. You may receive the ability to retake an exam. You may be able to just like repeat a class or a course. There could be also this opportunity where, like, let's say this is a legal situation where you felt like everything was falling apart. Then there's this loophole, or there's this opportunity that arises where everything kind of changes in your favor that you weren't expecting. But your strengths right now are that you are going to come out with some type of victory. And I don't think a lot of you see it. Area of focus at this time for Pisces. Justice. Things will be made right again. I do feel like here, anywhere in your body, in your life, in your love life, in your business, legal areas of your life, schooling, where things have been out of whack, or where things were not fair, where situations could have been manipulated or even misconstrued, where there could have been a lack of balance on your part for the effort that you're putting into something. I see that coming into balance for you. Near future for Pisces. Page of Pentacles. And then with that good news of a new beginning, a new opportunity arises. Even that which was taken away from you, this is an opportunity to build and fix it. I really don't see whatever this is being something that's very long lived. Like, you might receive some information, and then very quickly there is like, well, but we have this other opportunity for you. Or like, we have this plan that you can utilize, or there's this other course of action you can take to fix this situation. But I am seeing like a divinely aligned reroute for you in regard to whatever news you may have heard. That brings in the sun, which brings in a lot of happiness. You will feel fulfilled again, and you will start to be able to bring things into balance. For those of you, if this is about your health, I do see like there could have been a system involving hormones that has been out of balance, especially with the Justice card and the Two of Pentacles. Things can be brought back into alignment with hormones. And I guess those hormones could be leveling themselves out, starting to work properly. Recent past for Pisces in regard to whatever they are worried about at this time. Judgment. Yeah, so I do feel here again, like with the Death card and the Judgment card, something had to come to light to be transformed. So Spirit had to shine a light on the situation. Judgment was called on you or another person, but I am definitely feeling a lot of you feeling this heaviness, especially because this is your soul's journey. But judgment had to be cast in this situation, and you could no longer fight the truth, the reality of whatever you were going through. It was time for you to face the facts, to say it's time to change this. It's time to get out of my head, to understand that I can't blame anybody but myself, or this is not the time to blame myself or the situation. It's just time to act and to move. We all go through adverse situations, but the Judgment card calls us to reach higher, to make necessary changes, to evaluate situations that no longer serve us, and to move away from them and into an energy of healing, whatever that is. So advice at this time for Pisces. You have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you are being told to just keep moving forward. Whatever information you receive, whatever you've been worried about, try to take that lighter road, like it said with the Humor card. Get yourself up every morning, change those habits, get yourself motivated again to go down this new path. Do whatever you need to do to realign yourself with your passions, with your purpose. Believe in the strength that you have at this time to be successful as well. And understand that the fire that you have within you, as long as you don't let that fire go out, because the Knight of Wands can be an energy of kind of here then there. As long as you kind of keep the momentum, you are going to be able to move forward. You are going to have a new outlook on your life, a new perspective. And the Knight of Swords is showing me here also that this is a go-getter time for you. You're going to make the changes. You're going to figure out what you need to do to fix your situation. All right. So we have environment at this time. Yep. Manifesting. This is that abundance energy. Whatever is going on with you, Pisces, this was just a lesson to teach you how powerful you really are. And also how powerful your mind is. I think that the biggest issue that you could have ran into with this situation is your mind was playing tricks on you, making you feel like you weren't as powerful as you truly are. So whatever opposition came up against you, whatever situation made you second guess yourself, your ability to move through or to walk through a difficult and adverse situation, Spirit is saying this was meant to activate you to begin to receive the downloads that you are capable, you are worthy, you are powerful, you can change your life. No matter what a diagnosis is, no matter what has happened or been taken away from you, no matter where it looks like things are getting maybe improperly decided for you, no matter what people have taken away from you, this is your opportunity to pull back in your power and say, as above, so below. I know that I know that I know that this situation is going to turn around for me. It's a change of mindset, and that really does fix everything. Hopes and fears. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Six of Cups. So what I see here is for sure in your hopes and fears, you want that stability, that groundedness back in your life. You want that health back. You want that wealth back. You want that peace within your home. You want to be able to be productive within a business or your job. You want that feeling that everything's going to be all right and that you're going to be taken care of. And you will be. You also want to just have truth on your side. You want to have clarity of how to move forward. You want to be able to make the right decisions and have the right people in your corner. So not only do I see that you are hoping for clarity, but you're looking for this person, this mentor, this doctor, this lawyer, this coach, whoever this person is, or this friend, to be there to aid you in these difficult times where you may feel as though life is kind of all over the place. And I do see that support. I do see that person coming in to help you. And they're being divinely sent. They're being divinely guided from God to come down and to remind you of who you are. For sure, some of you, this is a soulmate connection that was meant to come in to just bring back that happiness into your life and to help you to see the lighter side of things. Potential outcome for Pisces in regard to this worry. Potential outcome for Pisces. It didn't come out, but we have the Five of Swords there. So there could just be this defeatist energy that you're working through. We have the Empress. Tell me about this Empress. Nine of Pentacles. Love it. So you're freeing yourself from whatever this is. So there's an energy here that you are going to be set free. There's going to be healing. There's going to be I'm definitely feeling now, for those of you, this could have been about fertility issues, but there's going to be healing of the physical body. There's going to be an abundance of wealth, and that can be in the form of a health journey that you're going through. That can be in the form of you being abundant and successful within a business, within a court case, within some type of situation where you need a good, again, result. I do see that coming in for you. I see a lot of hard work has paid off, an energy where you're moving into a more solo energy, where you're picking up the pieces, moving the energy yourself, and creating the life of abundance that you desire. This Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. So with the Empress here, I don't see any of you needing to worry. You are abundant. You are going to receive that which you desire. It just takes a change of mindset. And it takes believing that you can, that you deserve it. And also I see here with the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it also comes from freeing your mind. There has been some kind of blockage in the mental space that has been blocking you in the physical space. And once you release that Eight of Swords, realizing that you are free to change the trajectory of your life in whatever way you desire. I see this high priestess energy coming through where you open your third eye. You understand that there are so many things deep within who you are that can cause this transformation to occur. If you just believe it, you're going to be tapping into old resources. You're going to be, I feel like for many of you, really working on your magic and uncovering secrets about who you are. And that's going to help you to move through this situation. It's almost like you need to remember your power. You need to remember your magic, as cliche as that sounds. And you will uncover secrets about the strength I feel like that you truly do have. And you have God's hand over your life with the Hierophant. And positive things want to come in for you with the Wheel of Fortune also on the bottom of the deck. There is a rebalancing of karma, of structure. You went through a karmic cycle. You had a karmic result come out. Now you do what you need to do to cause things to balance back out in your favor. But okay, let's pull a little bit of oracle for you on this situation, Pisces. And we will end out your reading for today. There's that song, I think it's... I actually don't know who it's by, but it's called Don't Worry, Be Happy. We all know that one, right? All right, so you have here, start a new journey. Find your truest self, travel, go on a spiritual quest, a walk in nature. It says destinations, mysterious adventure, explore, step into the unknown, take action, follow your heart, experiences the flow of life, and a spiritual cleanse. So whatever you've been going through, Spirit is saying, it's time to start something new. This had to come up so that you go on this journey of the soul, cleanse what needs to be cleansed, let go of what needs to be let go of, move forward in your journey, explore, get outside. Don't take life so serious. You had to go through this like fracture, this failure, to remind you that you're never alone and who you really are and your ability to come back from adversity. Says you don't own me, detachment, domination, escaping, and freedom. So for those of you where this was a person who was holding you back, definitely with that justice card there though as well, like legal battles being settled is going to be huge. So you'll receive your freedom. Spirit wants you to create a sacred space where you can work on your alignment. And that's going to help you to conjure, this forward momentum. The diluted attachments that you've had, you're going to be able to start seeing the truth. I am seeing this eye as well. At the bottom it says keep the vision. Achieve your goals, trust the process. You're going to receive clarity about this situation that you need to heal. This is the tea time card, which is talking about focusing, meditating. And I also think like if you get into that space where you can focus on yourself, where you slow down, there is a beautiful energy that can come into your life where you just start to see it's all going to be okay. I just need to trust. The mind stops racing. You go into this like energy of, okay, how can I rebuild? I'm taking the blindfold off. I'm in charge of my reality. Like, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be okay. Taking your power back. Getting out of the mind and into the body. I do feel Spirit wants you to take that very seriously. It says divine flower. So lotus flower energy is important for you to look into that symbology. This is a heart-opening energy for you, Pisces. And our last one is you can't fix them. So there could have been somebody in your life, remember how we got the Lovers in reverse, who is maybe making you worry as well about what you've been going through because of that particular relationship or the fracturing of that relationship. There's a broken person. There's a situation that you can't fix. Or maybe they're trying to attach to you. You don't own me in diluted attachments where they're trying to make you feel like you have to go a certain way or you have to do things how they want to. No, it's time to detach from all of that and understanding that they go on their path, you go on yours. This is going to be a time of healing heartbreak with the Three of Swords at the bottom. So Pisces, let me know what you're going through. This is a very broad message because so many of you are going through so many different things. But whatever this is that you've been worried about, I see it clearing up. And I see you finding more time to tap into your magic, into your power, into your worth, and to really change your mindset to allow the abundance that you desire to come into your life to actually come to fruition. So good luck on your journey. There are going to be people sent into your life to aid you on this quest. Don't take that lightly, and just remember to laugh, to smile, and to get outside. If possible, do things that are fun. Enjoy yourself. You deserve it. All right, Pisces, I'll see you again with another video very soon.